Chapter 11.
And Jesus went out and departed from the temple. And his disciples came to him to hear him, saying, Master, show us concerning the buildings of the temple, as you have said, they shall be thrown down and left unto you desolate. And Jesus said unto them, Do you not see all these things? And do you not understand them? Truly I say unto you, there shall not be left here upon this temple one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And Jesus left them and went upon the Mount of Olives. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be which you have said concerning the destruction of the temple and the Jews? And what is the sign of your coming? And of the end of the world, or the destruction of the wicked, which is the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed, that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall arise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that remains steadfast and is not overcome, the same shall be saved. When you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet concerning the destruction of Jerusalem, then you shall stand in the holy place. Whoever reads, let him understand. Then let them who are in Judea flee into the mountains, let him who is on the housetop flee, and not return to take anything out of his house, neither let him who is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and unto them that give suck in those days. Therefore, pray to the Lord that your flight shall not be in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then, in those days, shall be great tribulation on the Jews and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem, such as was not before sent upon Israel of God since the beginning of their kingdom until this time, no, nor ever shall be sent again upon Israel. All things which have befallen them are only the beginning of the sorrows which shall come upon them. And except those days should be shortened, there should none of their flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, according to the covenant, those days shall be shortened. Behold, these things I have spoken unto you concerning the Jews. And again, after the tribulation of those days which shall come upon Jerusalem, if any man shall say unto you, Look, here is Christ, or there, believe him not, for in those days there shall also arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if possible, they shall deceive the very elect, who are the elect according to the covenant. Behold, I speak these things unto you for the elect's sake. And you also shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all I have told you must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Behold, I have told you before, wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth, behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not, for as the light of the morning comes out of the east, and shines even unto the west, and covers the whole earth, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And now I show unto you a parable. Behold, wherever the body is, there will the eagles be gathered together. So likewise shall my elect be gathered from the four quarters of the earth. And they shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Behold, I speak unto you for my elect's sake, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. And again, because iniquity shall abound, the love of men shall wax cold. But he that shall not be overcome, the same shall be saved. And the gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world, to a witness over all people, and then will the end come, or the destruction of the wicked. And again shall the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, be fulfilled. And immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Truly I say unto you, this generation in which these things shall be shown forth shall not pass away until all I have told you shall be fulfilled. Although the days will come that heaven and earth shall pass away, yet my words shall not pass away, but all shall be fulfilled. And as I said before, after the tribulation of those days, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken, then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, with power and great glory. And whoever treasures up my words shall not be deceived, for the Son of Man shall come, and he shall send his angels before him with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together the remainder of his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When its branches are yet tender, and it begins to put forth leaves, you know that summer is near at hand. So likewise, my elect, when they shall see all these things, they shall know that he is near, even at the doors. But of that day and hour no one knows, no, not the angels of God in heaven, but my Father only. But as it was in the days of Noah, so it shall be also at the coming of the Son of Man, for it shall be with them as it was in the days which were before the flood. For until the day that Noah entered into the ark, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall be fulfilled that which is written, that in the last days 2 shall be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left, 2 shall be grinding at the mill, the one taken and the other left. And what I say unto one, I say unto all men, watch therefore, for you know not at what hour your Lord does come. But know this, if the master of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to have been broken up, but would have been ready. Therefore, you be also ready, for in such an hour as you think not, the Son of Man comes. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord has made ruler over his household, to give them food in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he comes, shall find so doing. And truly I say unto you, he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delays his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunk, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looks not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and shall appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And thus comes the end of the wicked according to the prophecy of Moses, saying, they should be cut off from among the people. But the end of the earth is not yet, but eventually. And then at that day, before the Son of Man comes, the kingdom of heaven shall be likened unto 10 virgins who took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom, and 5 of them were wise, and 5 of them were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom comes, go out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, Lest there be not enough for us and you, go rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came. And they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. But he answered and said, Truly I say unto you, you know me not. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man comes. Now I will liken these things unto a parable. For it is like a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his personal ability, and immediately went on his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and gained 5 other talents. And likewise he who received 2 talents, he also gained 2 other. But he that had received 1 went and dug in the earth, and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants came and reckoned with them. And so he that had received the 5 talents came and brought 5 other talents, saying, Lord, you delivered unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained besides them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things, I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, you delivered unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents besides them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things, I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you, that you are a hard man, reaping where you have not sowed and gathering where you have not scattered. And I was afraid, and went and hid your talent in the earth. And behold, here is your talent. Take it from me as you have from your other servants, for it is yours. His Lord answered and said unto him, O wicked and slothful servant! You knew that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not scattered. Having known this, therefore, you ought to have put my money to the exchangers, and at my coming I should have received my own with usury. I will take therefore the talent from you, and give it unto him who has 10 talents, for unto everyone who has obtained, other talents shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that has not obtained, other talents shall be taken away, even that which he has received. And his Lord shall say unto his servants, Cast the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then he shall sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divides sheep from the goats, the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on his left. And he shall sit upon his throne, and the 12 apostles with him. And then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, you blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in, naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when did we see you hungry, and fed you? Or thirsty, and gave you drink? When did we see you a stranger, and took you in? Or naked, and clothed you? Or when did we see you sick, or in prison, and came unto you? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Truly I say unto you, inasmuch as you have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, you have done it unto me. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, you cursed, into everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you gave me no food. I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you took me not in, naked, and you clothed me not, sick, and in prison, and you visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when did we see you hungry, or thirsty, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto you? Then shall he answer them, saying, Truly I say unto you, inasmuch as you did it not to one of the least of these my brethren, you did it not unto me. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous unto life eternal. And it came to pass, when Jesus had finished all these sayings, he said unto his disciples, you know that after 2 days is the Passover, and then the Son of Man is betrayed to be crucified. Then assembled together the chief priests, and the scribes, and the elders of the people, unto the palace of the high priest, who was called Caiaphas, and consulted, that they might take Jesus by subtlety and kill him. But they said, Not on the feast day, lest there should be an uproar among the people.